Hey everybody, how you doing? Mikey's here with another review. Today, I am trying a product from FUBAR, Snus. FUBAR Filter Tobacco Spice Bouquet. Got this from Mr. Snuff. This is made in India. This is made in India Snus. And see here, net weight is 10 grams. Simple plastic can. Obligatory catch lid's got one of the wide brimmed catch lids. Now, the banding on these, it looks kind of amateurish. I mean, it's kind of coming apart. Doesn't look too even. But I've realized that this paper is tough to cut this way. The last can, I just grabbed the loose flap here and peeled the whole thing off. I don't know if they did this with that intention in mind, but that's what I do. Filter tobacco. Here's your shot from the back there. All that. Made by Lakshman Das, the people who make 6 Photo Indian stuff. Made in India. Month of packing was April of 2024, so this is just shy of a year ago. If it's like the last couple ones I've tried, the product inside is bone dry, so it'll last for quite some time, for lack of moisture. They got an email, they got a number here to call, and Giria Baraha, or Punjab in India is where this is made. And it doesn't say a whole lot. It's specifically made for that website. For export only, of course. And very simple, no frills packaging. And yeah, take the band off, set this bad boy down, save it to put back on later. And I'm a little hesitant. Anything that says spice that comes from India, if you ever had Indian food and you've ordered it spicy, and the guy in the back cooking it up, if he caters to American taste, you're okay. But if he caters to Indian tastes and wants to make you suffer, you might be in trouble if you order spicy stuff from an Indian restaurant. Kind of makes me wonder what I'm in for with this stuff. Got the lid open. There's your money shot. Oh, okay. Maybe not spicy as in heat, but spicy as in heavily perfumed. Yeah, smells like cheap cologne. It just reeks like cheap cologne. Oh, wow. Yeah. Your grandma's perfume or some cheap cologne ladies' man just pouring off of these bad boys. These pouches are a little smaller than the dip pouch. Nice and plump though. Got plenty of good stuff floating around in there, but they are bone dry. This is not moist at all. Definitely a dry product. Oh. I'm not a big fan of the Indian stuff that's very perfumey, floral, cheap cologne, and that's all this is. Well, yeah. Give this a minute. Oh, okay. I don't know if that's just the floral stuff I'm tasting or if this actually does have some kind of spice to it. I'll find out in a minute as it juices up. But yeah, I'm going to cover this up because it has that grandma's perfume, cheap cologne aroma to it. I'm not a fan. Okay, it's warming up. Something tells me when they said spice, yeah. Bouquet might be referring to all the perfumey stuff I'm smelling. Spice, it's getting warm. Yeah, we're getting warm. So let's see how warm they want to make this. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Yeah, I've been reading a bit of, oh my God. Oh, something nasty just creeped out of that pouch. Oh, wow. It's definitely putting on some heat, but I just got a taste bud assault of cheap cologne. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. Oh, wow. Just I I stuck a bunch of patchouli in my mouth and sprayed it with cologne. That's yeah, with a little bit of cayenne pepper. Whew. Okay. Yeah. Many people don't think that the U.S. mainland was ever attacked during World War II. That is not the case. June 21st, 1942, a Japanese submarine fired on Fort Stevens, Oregon. They got close enough to the coast, they surfaced, and they launched some artillery shells at Fort Stevens in Oregon. They responded, didn't hit anything, it was dark, had no idea where they were shooting. Next day, though, they strung up the entire beach in barbed wire just in case the Japanese were going to try to invade. And also during World War II, um, Japanese fighter pilot made it to the Oregon mainland in an attempt to start forest fires to distract resources away from the war effort from America. He dropped a number of bombs outside of Brookings, Oregon, down here on the southern coast, just a few miles north of the California border. Started a couple of small fires, but they were quickly put out. Oh, God, this is no, 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 not my thing. This no. The pilot of that aircraft who dropped those bombs around Brookings tried to start forest fires. After the war, he traveled to Brookings and he presented the city of Brookings with his sword as a peace offering. And Brookings kind of adopted him, you know, as some unofficial spokesman slash mascot for. Apparently, he was a very kind, gentle man. You know, just in war, you do what you do. And his sword is still on display. You go to Brookings, Oregon, you go to the library, and the Brookings sword is on display there in the library that he presented to them. I think it was in 1846 or 47 when he traveled to Brookings and presented them with his sword as an apology for trying to burn the forest around their town. So yeah, the U.S. mainland has been attacked during times of war. It just doesn't happen very often. Japanese made a couple of attempts on the west coast, and this stuff is nasty. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Too floral, too perfumey, and it has a little bit of heat to it as well. That combination, not flying with me. Now, if it tasted good and it had heat, yeah, no problem. But it's that whole India perfume, floral, grandma's perfume closet. Some, mid late 40s single guy trying to be cool with cheap cologne in a pouch. Oh, no, no. This is coming out of my mouth as soon as I hit the stop button. That's all there is to it. If not sooner. I don't like the snuff that has this aroma, and I surely don't like having it in my mouth. Okay, the nose is bad enough. My mouth, no. No, this is. If you like this stuff, more power to you. I will never dip into your supply ever again. Okay? This single can, I'll probably never try again. I'll find some chump to trade it with who likes it. Or I'll give it to the guys at work. Some of them will, if it's got tobacco in it, they'll put it in their mouth. Oh, this is. Yeah, this was a mistake. I bought it because Spice Bouquet. Oh, maybe something a little spicy. Sounds different. I'll try it. Yeah. Yeah. It's got that over perfumed aroma to it, and it's translating right into the flavor. Over perfumed. If you're a fan of that stuff, go for it. Is Mikey a fan of it? No. Not a bit. Oh. Okay. FUBAR. Spicy Bouquet. It's like putting cheap cologne in your mouth. What liquor is that kind of tastes like aftershave? Yukon Jack. Yeah, Yukon Jack. It's cheap. It tastes like you're swallowing aftershave. This isn't far behind that. Actually, I'd rather drink Yukon Jack before this. But yeah, Yukon Jack's nasty. Tastes like aftershave. This stuff is nasty. Tastes like cheap cologne, or when you're a little kid and you spray some of grandma's perfume in your mouth. Anyway, if you enjoy the content and not necessarily this review, be sure to like and subscribe. I appreciate it. I do have a Patreon page. I also have a Facebook page going, so feel free to go over there and peruse at your leisure. Share what you're dipping and chewing on the Facebook page. I'd be interested to see what you guys are trying. Hopefully it's not this. Hopefully it's not this. This was a mistake. I bought it because it was cheap. It was under $2. I think it was like $1.25 on sale or something like that. Yeah, and I feel like I got cheated for $1.25. Alrighty, I'm going to end this suffering because right now, no. I've been moving it around in my mouth and it still tastes terrible. Not an enjoy. My palate does not like this. Your palate, if it does, more power to you. I will never dip into your supply of Spicy Bouquet again. Okay, that is a promise. I will catch you all later. I'm getting this out of my mouth, doing a quick rinse. I'm going to do another review just to put this behind me and forget it ever happened. Catch you all later. Bye.